in my crumbled opinion.
Hello, my little crumb rags. Thank you for tuning into this very special episode of In My Crumble Opinion. Before we get started, I do want to urge you to go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button so that you know whenever I post these videos. I'm on Instagram, YouTube, obviously, Spotify now. So definitely follow me on those platforms as well. Share, like, subscribe on anything that I'm on just to like boost. I'm also on TikTok and I have this like terrible problem on TikTok. I think I'm shadow banned. Not I think, I know. I have a shit ton of subscribers, but I'm not on anybody's page. So if you have the time to go on TikTok, I know most of my viewers are probably old as shit like I am. Go to TikTok. You can download it on the App Store. I don't know. Where do you download TikTok? I think it is the App Store. Yeah, there you go. See, work. Go ahead and just like interact with me. She Has Layers on all those platforms. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
That is right. If you go to my Instagram, I actually have a link tree now. Wow, I'm so fish. It's crazy. We don't say fish anymore, actually. Strike that from the record. Canceled. I canceled myself. Look at that. If you can't cancel yourself, how are you going to cancel others? Okay, that's RuPaul said that. All right. Any other announcements? Oh, please join my Patreon. My big goal is that I could supplement my income because I did kind of go down in shifts so that I could do more drag and kind of make that up with my art. But a more short-term goal is getting better equipment to better record this show and do this show. Shout out to Florida Man who gifted me and Angel a soundboard mixer. It's picking up all these sounds. Just Militia slurping and derping over here. Also, I did kind of splurge and get these like cunty little mics. They're so cute. Makes my hands look smaller. So I want to get more stuff to look more professional, reach a wider audience. So subscribe to my Patreon, support me, and you get some cool free shit in, well, not free because you're paying for it, but you get some cool shit for doing so. All right, no more announcements. Oh my God, that feels so dirty. I come from a long line of salespeople, but I do not love selling myself. It's like the worst thing in the world. This is my guest, Militia Scunt. Oh my God. You, though, however, are like so sickening. And I think you sell yourself very well.
Oh,
would you agree?
Sure. Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you. Yeah, thank you. I love that. But I hate doing that too.
Yeah,
I hate
it's
so
that.
Uncomfortable.
I like promote other people and friends like so much more easily than I promote myself. It's like it's so like
yeah, like even like when I was a kid, did you ever have those little like fundraisers where they would like make you sell chocolates like that? I had my dad take it to work because I could not be bothered to asking nobody to buy it.
Door to door.
So uncomfortable. I hate it.
I ended up eating those chocolates. I was a big kid. I ate those chocolates. Mom, you're gonna have to pay for these. Okay, so before we get started with like the interview, I just want to fangirl a little bit. I just want to say that I have admired you for so many years, even though you're much younger than me. I look up to you. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
How old are you?
I'm 38.
Oh shit. Okay, yeah, we're like 10 years apart. I didn't realize. Oh wow.
Not 10 years. Okay. Well, regardless of age, I look up to you. You're so I know you kind of like even before I started drag. When I was interested in drag is when I started to notice you. So like, I don't even think that you remember the first time we ever met each other, but I'm going to tell you when we first met each other. It was outside of El Rio. You had like just finished a gig. It was like, you did like a big group dance number. And then I went outside and I was like, oh, you were great. You look so cute. Me and my friend Chris like came up to you and you're like, oh, I was like running late and I just threw this face on. And I was like, oh my God, this is your quick face. I was just so gagged. But like also you stood out in that group number. Like you were just who
was in the group number?
I don't remember. I think like I think Grace Towers was
Mary
in
Rice,
it.
Grace Towers, and Betty Towers.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
probably.
They were all high. That's why.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah. That's. I remember. Oh my god, I remember that. I don't remember you, but I remember that.
No, you wouldn't. I was just like, who's this little boy coming up to me? But anyways, I've looked up you for a long time. So I know you from winning Butch Queen as well. I saw you win, and I also saw you do the step down. So I was a big fan. But you've won many a pageant. So could you, for the children at home, can you just like walk us through your pageant wins? Is that something you can do?
Yeah. Okay. So for the first year, I started with 2015 Butch Queen. I didn't win that one. Cyanide won that one. And then I went and started doing all the little like bar patches. Like so Glamazon with Pollo Del Mar, I won that. And then I won, I think the next month, Balançoire, which also doesn't exist anymore. I won a pageant there.
So you're like bad luck. You win a pageant somewhere, it shuts down immediately.
Yeah, exactly. I won the Balançoire one the night after I won Butch Queen. And then I won, I think I won something at the Lookout. I won one for Carne Asada at Port Bar. And then I won, I'm missing something. I won another one at Balançoire. It was a new talent, and then it was just a talent competition. So I won both of those.
So you won the new talent one after you won the regular talent one?
I won the new talent one first, and then the talent one came like 6 months later.
That is the right order.
Yeah, so I did that, and then I did... okay, well, I lost Star Search, but technically Meth got first and second place, so I was third place. So I kind of won that too in the long run. And then it was Fake and Gay won that. Divas of Drag won that. I won Drag Queen of the Year. Yeah. So there's that,
and we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Work.
Yeah.
Okay. Which is your favorite crown?
I think
aesthetically, like, which one is the nicest crown, but also what's your favorite win?
I would say my favorite win and the aesthetic crown are the same, and it's Drag Queen of the Year. Because I took a lot of time off of competing. I was like, I'm bored. Also, I got to the point in the city where I would like want to do competitions, and people would drop out when they found out I was in it. So I ended up not really being able to compete anymore. So I was like just sort of twiddling my thumbs for a year. I was still working, but like I really like to compete. Yeah. So when I went to LA, I hadn't competed in like over a year. So I was like, let me see if I still got it. And so it was nice to like feel like, oh,
you're
I still got
competitive.
It. Very.
Does that scare people?
I think so. Yeah, when I first started, everyone told me I was like intimidating and like blah 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 blah. And I like when I really get into like competition mode, I don't talk to anyone. Like I'm just
laser focus.
Yeah, I have a goal and I'm just there to do the goal. So people thought I was like a bitch in a comp when I first started.
Really?
But, oh, for sure.
I never get that from you.
I
mean, I heard it for sure. People say it. But,
yeah. I haven't competed against you yet, have I?
No, oh no.
Okay, yeah.
No. I would have been one of those bitches that would drop out of a competition. I'd be like, no, I'm not wasting my time vying for second place, which I probably would get. Okay.
Period.
So, I didn't write this question. Angel wrote this question, so you did ruffle some feathers on Twitter when you're with your opinions on the High Prince pageant, at least the first night. Do you feel like your criticism was valid?
Yes.
And then, and then also, what are your thoughts on San Francisco pageantry, just in general?
Okay, well, yes, I think my criticism was valid. Everything still stands. What was crunchy was still crunchy. Who won though, and that's good for them. And I'm not like pressed about that. Yeah. I did not see it. I was supposed to be judging that pageant. I was asked to judge the pageant, and then agreed, but then things didn't work out, and so I didn't end up actually going and judging it. So should I have been there? I don't think what would have happened because I'm a little bit of a harsher judge.
Oh,
so
she thinks people were lenient.
Yes.
I don't think people were harsh.
And that's okay. That's maybe that is where we segue to the what I think about SF pageants.
Okay.
I do feel like in SF, a lot of times the judging panel is local people who've been doing it for a long time, but aren't necessarily pageant girls or performers. So they don't have the critical eye of a pageant girl. And so you can see kind of who's going to win based on who's judging before you even get to the thing. You know what I mean? You know what kind of drag this person likes. This one likes camp, they're going to vote for camp. That person likes dance, they're going to vote for dance, blah, blah, blah. So if it's not a balanced panel, it usually goes towards what the panel does versus what was actually best executed.
So what I'm hearing is you feel like the High Princess pageant panel, judges panels, there are 2 panels, wasn't balanced. Tito, you have an opportunity to respond whenever you want to do in my crumble opinion. You can respond directly. It
could have been balanced, but I wasn't there. So I think they had like a really good. They were good people. I think some people in particular on the panels. I'm not going to say which night it was, but some people in particular are known to give passes based on what they like and blah blah blah. And so I'm not shocked you won.
Is that something you think about when you're preparing like for a pageant, like your numbers and your looks, like who's judging you, or you just kind of do what you want to do?
I don't think about who's judging me. I think about who I'm competing against.
Gotcha.
So like, if I know that they're like, so for Drag Queen of the Year, for example, I knew that there was someone who was campy from Dragula. So I was like, oh, let me do a little bit more horror-y of a look and also a campy theme with that
smart.
look.
Okay.
So I cut her off and I knew I was going to do it better and elevate it and make it more polished. Does that make sense? Not better, but make it more polished and make it more pageant-y. And I also knew there was going to be a burlesque girl. So I was like, let me come with my titties out in the last number and have a completely see-through gown, blah, blah, blah.
That's smart.
Yeah, that's how I do it.
Work. Okay, y'all are taking notes.
I know. Right?
This is how you win pageants, okay? This is a masterclass. Welcome to Phoebe Cakes Masterclass. Okay, so, this is a good segue. So now, it was kind of like my sense, like just based on Twitter and social media, that when you competed in Drag Queen of the Year, I feel like people in LA underestimated you or looked at you as like an underdog. But like, obviously anyone that knows you from up here knew that you'd be the one to beat. Does that ring true to you? Do you feel like that was the case?
Very much so. Actually, when it got announced, I remember like my phone was going off, but it was specifically just from the Bay Area, and everyone was like, oh, well, we know who's going to win now. Or blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Like, that was what I kept on getting. But, like, in LA, people would be like, oh, rooting for everyone in LA, and then, like, not mention me. It'd be, like, Dusk and Meatball, or, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I had also just moved there, so I wasn't really pressed about being underestimated because not too many people knew me. Like, like Meatball knew me, Bitch Pudding knew me. Like, the girls that I know have been on TV, so they're not really in LA anyway. But that didn't really stress me out at all. I don't really give a shit what some random bitch on Twitter thinks because they're not judging. You know what I mean?
Word.
Yeah.
Do you feel like LA is different from? Well, that's obvious. LA is different from San Francisco. How do you compare the two scenes? How are they welcoming? Do you like the drag scene in general? What are your criticisms of both scenes?
Work. Girl. San Francisco is really cute and really welcoming, blah, blah, blah. But I think, I think everywhere is like this. Like, it's oversaturated to a point where it's like, yes, all drag is valid, but also, like, all drag isn't going to earn my dollar. So, like, I think out here we have the issue of, like, everyone does drag, but then also everybody's got a fucking opinion on why they should be making more money and why they should be the it girl. And that frustrates me about SF a little bit. Whereas if you're that bitch, you just kind of got to be it, and you don't really have to beg for a dollar. You know what I mean? Your talent will make room for you, I think, in SF. I think that still rings true. But I do feel like some of the babier queens start and assume that they're just going to be that bitch, and it's not like that.
No.
So that's frustrating to see. But that's a small
and you
group
feel
of
like
them.
that's SF.
Yeah. And even then, those little girls do be having gigs. They get up with their little group of friends and they make shows and they all just go throughout the week. And I'm at my friend's gig. Tomorrow she's at mine, blah, blah, blah. So it's cute. Again, there's a room for everyone here. And that's like actually true.
That was
here.
very Gia.
Yeah.
There's room for everybody.
But it is cute to see them hustle and try. You know what I mean? Whereas in LA, when I moved to LA, a lot of girls would come up here and be like, oh, like, San Francisco's about the performance aspect and blah, blah, blah. But down here, it's about the look and they would talk about themselves like they're like more polished and put together.
Yeah.
Baby, that's not the case. Y'all be in Fashion Nova too. Y'all know who you are with 5 stones on it. But I did hear that was going to be more competitive. So I was excited to go down there for the competition aspect. It's not competitive, it's cliquey.
Oh.
So
yeah,
it's very gatekeepy and like it's kind of the same thing where the same girls book their friends.
Yeah.
But they take over all the popular venues, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So going down there, I was like, oh, it's competitive. I'm down to compete. I love to compete. But they weren't interested in competing. I did a couple of shows when I first got down there. And I remember the girl coming back from her performance who was hosting and was like, oh, guys, it is what it is. They're not really having it today, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, okay, work. I went out there and I milked them dry for every dollar in the house. And I came back with a big ass bucket. And I honestly was not booked there for months after. I think I rubbed them the wrong way by coming in and doing what I do.
That's annoying.
Yeah. So I haven't worked in LA very much at all.
What bar was this? You don't need to drop names. You're not going to do that. You're not going to do that.
I'm not going to do that.
Okay. Okay, she's not going to do that.
I haven't worked in LA very much, and I would like to maybe have a couple gigs when I go back.
Work. Okay. Well, we're going to do some research. Where did Militia perform her first few months in LA? Okay. A lot of people from the Bay have moved to LA over the course of the, prior to the pandemic, during the pandemic. Scarlet Letters, Rock, You. What is it about LA that's drawing Bay Area performers there?
I think there is the what do you call it? The myth of opportunity in LA. I don't know if it's the myth, but it's just not the opportunity is not going to come to everybody.
No.
But people think I'm going to go to LA and it's going to pop off. You know what I mean? They think that I'm immediately just like take it over and like have all these gigs, work in commercials and blah, blah, blah. And it really is not like that like any city, but at least down there you think at least there's more film work, more TV work. So I might have a bit better opportunity. And maybe that's true to a point, but again, most girls aren't going to end up on TV. You know what I mean? Like it's just.
Oh, you did.
Well, I did, but I'm not most girls.
Great. Well, great. Well, don't move down to LA if you think you're going to be a star, okay? Unless you're Militia. Well, let's go take a quick little break. I think that's a good segue. We're going to reset a little bit. Pop off in the comments if you like this new mic setup, because I do love just the aesthetic of this cunty little mic. So let me know if it's working for you auditorially. All right. See you soon. Welcome back. There's always like an awkward pause once we start rolling everything. Welcome back to In My Crumble Opinion. Oh, shit.
I was like, what?
Girl, what am I doing? What are you doing here? Having me talk and not holding the microphone. Angel is really trying to make me look like the fool. Look like a fool on camera. Hello, welcome back to In My Crumble Opinion. I hope you enjoyed that break and that jingle. Ooh! I want you to sing the jingle. Okay, we're going to teach you the jingle.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
Oh, the thing in the beginning. Okay, how's it go? Refresh me.
I was like, go ahead. Angel, you do it. In my crumble opinion.
In my crumble opinion.
Oh,
good.
Yeah, that was hella good. Okay, we're cutting my voice out from now on. It's going to be Militia.
Work.
Okay. All right, so this is a 2-part question. Where did all of your confidence and charisma and nerve come from? And where did all your talent come from? Like, did
Okay.
you grow up performing? Like, were you always like in the spotlight, or like is that something that came later in life?
Okay, work. I think they come from the same place. My confidence comes from being a Black Latino. Like growing up, they tell you, you have to do twice as good, get half as much, blah blah blah. So you're just constantly, whatever you're doing, you have to be beyond the best. You know what I mean? So that's sort of, I think, where I got my confidence from, because I don't really do anything without having worked at it. You know what I mean? I'm not going to ever go on stage and feel like, oh, I'm not ready yet, because I've already put in the work. So that's the sort of attitude I took into my sports background.
Sports.
My daddy used to play baseball very, very seriously.
Wow.
And he would have gone like majors, but he tore his like rotator cuff thingy pitching.
Yeah.
He was a pitcher or something like that. Yeah. So anywho, that's why I'm not rich. And so yeah, very sad story. But he was my coach growing up, so he obviously, we got it harder than anyone else. Cause
You play baseball?
yeah. So I did baseball. I did gymnastics for a little bit. And I did martial arts for a while.
Work.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
I love my martial arts girlies. We gotta spar, baby.
Oh, bitch. It's been a long time. I'm probably good at like a street fight, but like I'm not trying to fight no one else who
No, but that'd be a gag, like a Street Fighter themed show, like Anitra, you, me. Let's fight.
Yeah. Oh,
Let's
bitch,
fight.
I would not attempt to break wood anymore. No, ma'am. That's wild. But yeah, so I think that's where my confidence comes from. And also, at the same time, I grew up, my mom was a singer. And my dad's
Your parents sound hot. I mean, baseball player, singer. Like, I'm just like, I don't know what they look like, but like, what's in my head is like, they're banging.
They were cute. They're cute. They're still cute. They're
Yeah.
just a little like squishy now. You know what I mean? But yeah, so my mom forced us to study music. And so that's where my talents came from in that. As I got forced to it, and then I realized, oh, I'm actually like really good at this. So I just did it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually like amazing.
Yeah,
I guess
yeah.
you're right, Mom.
Yeah. And so
That's awesome, because I told my mom I want to sing and stuff, and she's like, "No, you focus on school."
Really? Well, that's the only reason why I was homeschooled, and then the only reason why I ended
that's
up
why
going-
you're so weird.
Yeah, exactly. The only reason why we went to public school was because at that point we all had to learn an instrument, and so she forced me and my brother into junior high. Was when I went to school.
Okay, don't tell us. We're gonna guess what instrument you played. Does anybody know what she played? Okay, let's guess. I'm gonna say saxophone.
I was also gonna guess.
Were we all gonna guess saxophone? What did you play?
Saxophone.
You give off that vibe. That's the vibe.
Yeah, tenor sax. Well, my favorite's Barry sax, the really big one in jazz.
Yeah.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. And I can also play bass, but not really that great. I wouldn't say it's
Not with those
amazing,
nails.
but No.
Yeah. A lot of the girls in my house, they play little string instruments. That's cute.
Oh, work.
No. It's cute. It's,
little string
I'm
instrument.
celebrating you. I brought it up.
She hates us because we're not Obsidian Absurd.
Actually,
She
Obsidian
brings it
Absurd.
up.
If you ever have the pleasure of hearing Obsidian play viola, it is transcendent. Like,
I
it
didn't
moves.
know that they played.
Yeah, it moves me to tears.
Oh, I didn't know that. They're one
Yeah.
of my really good friends' new drag.
Skin suit.
Yep.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, Skinsuit's the first person I ever met in San Francisco.
Oh,
Yeah, we're
oh,
like really, really good friends.
Oh, cute.
Yeah.
Well,
met
I want to go
her
down. I
and
want
Grace
to.
the same day.
That Chardigay show looks so cute to me.
So fun. I haven't been in so long. I almost went on Tuesday, but I was driving up here. But she was going to be there. And do you know who Willard is?
Do we know Willard? I don't know.
Okay, well, I met...
The one that controls the rats?
What?
It's a movie.
What?
It's never mind.
Okay. I met Skinsuit, Grace, and Willard and Mateo on the... Oh, and Sheelix and Obama on the same day. Abominatrix.
Oh, yeah.
I met them all the same day, my first day in San Francisco. And we were Judy's ever since.
Word.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Have you performed that Chardigay?
Yeah, one time with Grace. When Grace came down, right before I went to London, they asked her who she wanted to perform with, and she said me.
Word. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
How was it?
It was cute. Oh, I love that place. It was at a different bar. Now they're at a new bar.
I heard.
Well,
I've seen.
Yeah, and it looks like a house. like I really want to fucking perform it now.
Yeah.
But it was fun back then too. So
yeah. House Vibes is cool. Plus, like wine. I mean, it's such a cool party.
Yeah.
But yeah, Obsidian was adopted. Are you a part of the house right now?
No. I mean, I don't think Towers ever disbanded, but I really wouldn't call us a house.
Yeah.
We were always more of like a collective of people who did artsy things and worked for Grace a lot. And and then we all started doing our own ventures and not having really time to work with Grace as much. And we sort of went our separate ways, but we're all still sisters.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say that we're really like a house, you know what I mean? In the traditional sense.
Yeah. Work. Yeah. You mentioned working for Grace. What do you mean?
What do you mean? Like well, at the time we were
like,
all...
were you sewing her dresses?
So none of us were really that good at sewing, but we would like me specifically. They Adam used to say I was like the golden child. I was the show pony of the house. So my part of work would be actually showing up and performing in the show. Other people would they'd be working on hair. They'd be helping her get ready. They'd be like whatever. Like if they needed a little whip stitch, Mateo would give them a project and they would have to do it. Like we'll have to, but we'd also want to do it because we were also like sort of learning. We didn't really have the skills to be doing what we were doing a lot of times, but just getting thrown into it, we figured it out on our own. It's weird. Like Grace was like the house mom, but she's not our mom. She doesn't like to be called mom. She's more of a big sister. Yeah. And she didn't really teach us anything. We just sort of got thrown into it and figured it out. I think more so Mateo showed us how to do things every now and then. And team,
beautiful. You used to carry the last name Towers.
Yeah.
What was the decision to like let that go?
I cut Towers, and I still get called Towers all the time. I don't particularly mind it. It's like I'm not gonna be upset if you call me Militia Scunt Towers. It getting shortened. A lot of people, it was too many words for people to put in their mouths. And say that they would just cut to Militia Towers. And I felt like once it got shortened to that, people kept on coming up to me and being like, oh my God, yeah, I love your mom. Oh, your mom. Oh my God, how's it working with your mom? And I felt like someone else was getting a lot more credit for my abilities and my work than they deserved, and it had nothing to do with her. But I was like, I want to take focus off of her and put it onto me again. And so that's why I dropped it. And it just worked better, I think, in general for
that makes a lot of sense. People take a lot of credit using my last name. they get a lot using
it was never
getting things off of my hard work. No, I'm just kidding. I should change my last name to Food. Thank you, Angel. Angel is my little supporter. Thank you. I have to thank him every once in a while.
I can shut everything down if that's what you want.
No, but work. That's actually I've always been curious and your experience, but that all tracks. I work with Grace a bit. I did compete in Butch Queen. I did not do well.
What year was that?
What year was that? It was 2018? No, 2019 because it was the following. No, 2018.
Evian's year?
No, not Evian's year.
Oh, Vanilla's year.
Vanilla. Yes, Vanilla's year. Yeah.
Work.
Yeah. Best talent. I did not win best talent for that, actually.
Well, they don't have
that. Yeah.
It's not traditional.
No, that wasn't something that happened. And plus, I wouldn't have. I look back at that performance and what I did. I just I took myself too seriously. I think that's a thing with pageants sometimes. People take it too serious, and they want to say something substantial, but it's just you're saying too much. Do more, say less.
Yeah.
I think I said too much, and I should have done more.
Work.
This isn't about me, but
see, this is why people should do pageants. It's really good. It really helps you grow as an artist to have someone judge you. Yeah.
T. But I do feel like I was maybe one of Grace's favorites because I do get hit up a lot and I do work with Grace often.
Period.
I say no a lot, which I feel really shitty about, but that's because I'm really busy. But working with Grace, she's intense. Yeah. A lot. Very focused and
it's a lot sometimes. I think we're very opposite in that, where she's like very hyper focused and sometimes to the point of like manic. Like she's running a mile a minute, and I'm like, girl, I'm gonna get there when I get there. Everything's gonna be what it is. No one, and I think I got that from Mateo because Mateo used to always say, "Oh, no one knows what it's supposed to look like." So if you fucked up on something, if the hem doesn't look right, if the number isn't exactly what you wanted it to be, they don't know that. So I sort of just like chilled out into that. Yeah, jeez.
Work. Laid back. Doesn't take anything seriously except competition.
That.
Oh my gosh, what am I doing? I'm like losing track of my cards. I had to throw one away. Okay, so the pandemic happened.
It did.
But one of the things that I think a lot of us, the viewers, and myself, noticed that it was really nice to see you and Roxy support each other, and you're kind of like partners creatively and romantically. How is your relationship with Roxy these days?
Oh, I also won Turbo Pageant during the pandemic.
Oh, we're going to talk about the poop number, baby. We're going to talk about that poop.
How is it currently? Or how was it? Like, what are you asking? Like the journey or where we're at right now?
Oh, just having a creative partner, being able to like do drag with them, the behind the scenes for your drag queen of the year. You know, I imagine they're very instrumental in helping kind of fabricate things and ideate, and they're in your number. Or do you still kind of work with them?
Yeah, we still work together. We still live together, blah, blah, blah. So, like, we're really close. We're best friends still. But it was really helpful to have someone there who could also do things. Because I mean, I don't know, like I'm cheap. I'll start there. I don't like to spend money. When girls be talking about how much they spent for a wig or a garment, I'm just like, oh my God, you could have just sewn it yourself. You know what I mean? So I'm very that girl. But when it came to like drag queen of the year or like the pandemic and I was trying to pitch pennies or a queen of the universe, I got booked for both those things on the same day.
Wow.
So there was no way I was going to pay for a whole season's worth of outfits and a whole pageant's worth of outfits. So I just designed everything and then we bought the material and we knocked it out together. So it was really helpful to have someone like that who is good at stuff, you know what I mean? And I think she's definitely better at sewing than me. Yeah, tease. So it was great.
Work. See, that's all I gotta say.
She's high.
She's high. Good. How's your dog? Oh my
God,
he's so
good.
sweet.
I love him.
Yeah. Tell us about your dog, actually.
My dog is sickening. His name's Norteño. We call him Norton for short.
Named after Graham Norton, if you didn't know.
He's not. He's actually named after the gang. And then when I met Graham, I was like, oh my God, my dog's name was Norton. Like I completely forgot that like it's the same name. But yeah, we love him. We rescued him from like a friend. We saw him on someone's Facebook. They were like fostering him for a second, and like the picture was him like laid out in a puddle of his own piss, and Rox was like, oh, I need that dog. And like we met him on the first day and he like ran up to us and it was like we knew each other forever, so it was a wrap. Yeah, he's so annoying. He's like my size
sweet
now.
He's a good boy.
Yeah.
Norton.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I like love dogs.
Me too.
I saw a video that either you or Roxy posted of like you getting back to your house and like
in the trash
had, like, destroyed like everything.
He had gotten into my dog loves the trash. So he loves food in general. It's not really something my parents were like, oh, you should train that out of him, but it's like, why? You're a dog, like you love food and no one trains you, you know what I mean? But if we forget to close the garbage, he'll smell shit and go in there, and he fucked up the house, but got his head stuck in like a paper bag from takeout. And so when we found him, he was still in there trying to get it off. It was so cute.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
But I love that you're just like not even mad about it. You think it's just like funny and cute.
I mean, he punished himself. I'm sure he was in there for like at least an hour, scared to death. He'd gone blind. You know what I mean? So.
Cute. Rock'em Sakura. We mentioned also one of the Bay Area abandoners moved to LA, but she's always been quite your champion. I know that she's name dropped you a couple of times when they asked like who should be on Drag Race, and have you been able to keep a relationship with her moving to LA?
Not as much as before, obviously, but I mean that comes with the territory of being on TV, right?
Yeah.
So it's not like really that stressful. Like we talk every once in a while. I was just with her like a week ago, 2 weeks ago.
Cute.
And so when we have time, we hang out.
Yeah.
But it's just so few and far between. Like,
well, booked and busy.
Yeah. But I mean, you can't blame her. But she's still a down-ass Judy and blah blah blah. So
well, yeah. So we're gonna take another quick break, and when we get back, we'll talk more shit.
Work. I love that.
Welcome back. During that break, we were just talking about sex parties.
The microphone again.
Oh shit! Oh my god! What the fuck is wrong with me? Welcome back. While we were breaking, we were talking about sex parties. We can't stop talking about Grace Towers here. She's haunting us. We love Say Love, and when you went was called Slumber Sexual. Do those still happen?
They don't happen.
Retired
Slumber Sexual was a party that my sister Adam, Grace, and my dad Mateo put on together. It was like the three of them. So I want to say, I don't know if Adam stopped doing them or someone wasn't, because Mateo was still there.
Yeah.
But basically there was a transition and then it became Say Love. So it was technically a different party and in a different space because the space got weird and stuff. But yeah, it's basically the same thing.
Adam is
Adam Kraft.
Animalia? Or no,
Adam
Kraft.
DJ.
Oh, okay, the DJ. Okay,
yeah,
okay,
that's
okay.
Spencer.
Spencer. Oh my gosh, why am I mixing people's names up?
Well, white boys.
Yeah, Spencer's last name Adam. No.
Yes. Spencer Adam.
Okay, so that's why. That's why. Okay, see, there you go.
Yeah,
that's why I got.
It.
That's why I got fucked up. But you used to host a party together at Poppers, right?
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah.
Tell us about that show that you used to host.
Poppers was my first thing I ever hosted. It was basically it was at the Q Bar, RIP, but not. I guess she's coming back. I don't know. We'll see. But it was basically we were poor, so we couldn't pay anyone. So we're just like also we were brand new, so like it was weird that we even had a gig in the Castro on the Strip on a Wednesday because it used to be Juanita's.
Yeah, Booty Call. I went there. Oh my god, back in my drinking driving days. Yeah. Oh no.
So some girls were kind of upset that we even got it, but Spencer asked for it, and people love to give things to white people. So
right.
she
like,
got
you're tall,
it.
You're white. Yes, you got.
You have a beard. Blah blah blah. Yeah. So it was just a little spot where we basically let all the new girls or whoever wanted to show up on the hour, every hour with a USB, or back in those days, an iPhone and a dongle.
Damn.
That was terrible. Yeah. And they just do a number. So that's actually how I got to really know a lot of people like Rock, because Rock still lived in San Jose and was like driving up, and she would always stop and do ours. I got to really know Scarlett and Landra better through that. Cochina. And Louis, who also moved to LA.
What a star maker.
Period.
Yeah.
Period. Yeah.
Don't pay your performers, but you can practice.
Very fucking that. We paid our DJ and our door kitten, but other than that, the girl was really not making that coin. Like, I'd be lucky if I got $5 sometimes, you know what I mean? So, but it was really, really fucking fun. We did for like a year. Dope. So it was a really a cute way to just jump into the scene.
You have a show in LA now?
No, I do not.
I thought you did.
I did, and I stopped it after I came back from filming. I did it for maybe a month and a half more, and then I was over it. And not the bar, but the bar owner was not the funnest person to work with anyway.
Gotcha.
So I was like, I don't need the drama. So I'm just gonna bow out.
Yeah. Do you miss having your own show? Do you like the responsibility of producing?
No.
And hosting? No,
I don't like that part. I'm very much the person. So with Club Hoppers, Spencer would book everybody. Like we would talk about it every so often, but that's kind of why we ended up doing like resident DJs, and then there would be like another DJ, and he would book that person. But we'd talk about it, and I'd be like, okay, great, love it. But in terms of like booking people, I really didn't do it. I hate that part of it.
It's tough.
Yeah. And so when we did, what do you call it? Downtown, the brunch gig, I started the booking for a while. I did it. But then when I went to London and then came back, I was just not in the mood. Even before then, actually, once I started doing the pageant, my head was in the pageant. So Rox took over. And from there, I don't think I did it again. Every once in a while, I'd be like, oh, I want her, and then we'd get her. But like, I don't like that part at all. I like to just show up and host the gig.
That's fine.
And twirl.
I mean, you do work to your strengths. You
Period.
do that.
Period.
You do that what is it, like that bound off of a speaker all the time?
Oh yeah, the round off.
Yeah, the round off. Like, bitch your knees. Come on. No.
For real, bitch.
No, but that's sickening. So you keep mentioning coming back from London. When I got back from London, so I was just like, okay, girl. Like, what can you say about your experience with Drag Queen of the Year that doesn't interfere with your NDA?
Oh, Drag Queen of the Year?
Oh my God.
Yeah, I won
Drag
that,
Queen of the Universe? You won that one already. Sorry, other one.
Queen of the Universe.
Queen of the Universe.
What can I say? It was fun. I had a blast. I think this season's going to be, like, major, especially, like, I mean, the first season was good, but obviously every first season has its kinks and it needs to work out. Chopping half the girls in the first episode.
Oh my God, chopping the way they chopped
really
Jujubee?
not the moment. Okay, well, she should have gone.
She should have gone.
She should have gone.
It's like she was a little too confident. I don't know, from collecting all those Infinity Stones.
Yeah.
But yeah, she.
Yeah. There was a lot of things that needed to be worked out in the first season, and I think a lot of them were. So I'm really excited for this season. It's gonna be super fucking cute.
Do you get along with all your sisters?
I do. I actually do. I know that's
Were you
weird.
gagged that Giselle was
I was gagged just because I didn't know that she sang.
I didn't know she sang either, but the way she lip syncs, you can tell like she probably does know how to sing. Yeah.
I was gagged because I didn't know that she sang at all. But obviously I knew who she was because like Miss Giselle, like everyone's seen her. Even if you don't know her name, you've probably seen her. Yeah. So that was really actually cute to get to meet her, and we're the only two from the same country. So even though we're not from the same spot at all, I think people think that, like, I've seen a couple of people online be like, why is there two Americans? And it's like, well, we're not really the same at all, but I mean, besides the fact that we're pageant girls and we do, but she does different pageants. I mean, it's very different. But anywho, it was fun. I fucking loved it. I can't wait for y'all to see it.
I can't wait. I'm excited. Okay, last pageant related question. You famously produced a scat themed digital number for Turbo Pageant.
Work.
Okay. So someone, House of Cakes, my newest baby, they won Translucent. Do you know Translucent?
Yeah.
Mary's Boo. They won the Pillows pageant, and it also had a lot of poop. Do you feel like there's something about poop numbers that I did not write this fucking question? Okay, Angel wrote that question. Is there something about poop that winners are drawn to it?
I'm not drawn to it. The only reason why I did it was because I knew no one would see that coming from me. I'm not a poop girl. I'm not that. That's really not in my shtick at all. No one's ever seen me do anything like that. I don't really have that many kinks, to be honest. I'm not very
Manila.
Kinky. Manila.
Oh, vanilla.
I thought you said Manila.
Manila.
Oh,
well. Sure. I said vanilla, but Manila vanilla
on that end. I was really like, I mean, it was weird because I would like host all the sex parties and always be like doing big gigs for Folsom and all that good stuff. And I'm down to go like see it, maybe voyeurism, but I'm not one of those girls in the corner like jacking off. Like it's not that type of a turn on for me. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know.
Oh, man, the things I've seen Rockham do at Folsom. Oh my God.
The things Twitters have seen, girl.
I know. Well, that's like
several
that's
videos.
Not even half the story, baby. There's an untucked version of whatever Rockham does.
What?
Oh, no, never mind.
Is there more?
Okay, we're gonna take.
Wait, what are we gonna? Is this a Patreon exclusive?
This is gonna be the Patreon exclusive. Okay, we're gonna take one last break. When we come back, we're gonna do an Instagram live, take questions live, and yeah.
So ask questions, y'all. Okay,
welcome back. Right now we are on Instagram live, and cute work. We're managing a lot of phones and shit right now, so big slay. So we're gonna go ahead and take questions from the viewers of In My Crumble Opinion and the fans of Militia Scunt. So I'll just do like a quick warm up question. How's your how do you feel? Have you been watching season 15 of Drag Race at all?
Yes, I have actually.
How do you think it's going?
I love it, actually. This is like one of my favorite seasons in a really long time.
Oh, work. Okay.
Yeah, the girls are a little bit less conscious of the cameras and just giving their honest opinions, which I think is what used to make Drag Race so fun to watch. Whereas like the last couple seasons, everyone's been very scared of how they're gonna come off online. Yeah, and like now the girls don't care, so I'm really fucking loving it.
Good.
Fucking Mistress.
Who? Okay, good. Yeah.
Who do I?
Yeah.
What win or the tops?
But who's ignoring the camera and just being themselves? Mistress. Yep.
Mistress. I think at times Marsha is, and then she catches herself, and that's really cute. Who else is there? Anitra's doing pretty well, and Sasha is just. I don't think Sasha cares. Sasha came in knowing that she's got a gig after no matter what. Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty funny.
She is giving like queenly, like above it, but not in like not in like an off-putting way, but just like she's very like in her skin. Yeah, and it's been like really great to watch.
Oh, Malaysia was also down to tell people how she felt every once in a while too, so I like that. Yeah.
Who's gonna win?
Mistress.
Yeah,
controversial.
First
I know
big girl.
Everyone wants it to be Sasha, but I think personally, the first big girl, it's gonna be great, and she's gonna earn it. I think she's giving better TV, and I think they would love to have Sasha for All Stars. Like, might as well milk that bitch dry for all the money she can make. You know what I mean?
She's a producer too. She competes and produces. I agree. I'm rooting for Mistress right now. That's my girl.
Period.
But Sasha, I mean, like, who's gonna be upset if Sasha
She's
wins?
definitely gonna be top two. Like, that's the top two.
Yeah,
it's not even a question. I mean, well, Nitra, but no, I think she'll be a nice second alternate. With Lux.
They have their pool of all-star picks from
really
this lot.
Do.
So All-Stars is coming up. Who do you want to see on All-Stars?
Who do I want to see on All-Stars? I want to see oh shit. Of like anyone or like I guess anyone, yeah. Not obviously this season. Okay. Well, Heidi.
Okay.
I want to see Heidi. I want to see Jessica Wilde back. I love Jessica Wilde.
Yes.
I want to see Widow Von Du would be sickening. Dita Ritz would be sickening. I just saw Angeria. I'm gonna see her on Sunday too. I think Angeria would be sickening.
Yes.
I think her drag has gotten even better. Obviously, Camden should go at some point when she's ready, but she's touring now, so I don't think she's going to.
No, making that coin,
girl.
Oh my gosh, you make the coin to spend the coin on the looks for All Stars.
Okay, I kind of want to see like an all assassin season. Oh, and I kind of also want to see an all early out season.
Yeah, so I want to see an all early out season. I've been talking about that, like a redemption season.
Yeah.
That's the only way that we're gonna get Rock back on.
I want to see Rock. I want to see Pork Chop. Honestly, they could also bring Shangela back because she technically went home first.
That's true. Oh my God. Producer. She's been doing that in LA. She learned some things. Okay, so now I'm going to turn it on over to our live audience, our live viewers. I don't know, call it an audience, but people tuning in. Angel, do we have any questions at all?
We have one question from Sally Limon.
Oh, from Sally Limon.
Sally
Smegma Queen.
Hello, Sally.
Hi, Sally.
Smegma.
Oh, yeah. That's her brand.
Work.
Cheese.
Big slay. Wow.
Sally Limon asks, how does the Bay influence your drag?
Oh, that's okay. Work. I think they just released a. Let me not say something. No, yeah, they just released an interview where I basically answered this question, and I don't think the Bay really influences your drag so much as it allows you to experiment and flourish in whatever you want to do. I think that is like the good thing that comes out of the whole all drag is valid sentiment, as annoying as it can be at times. you can literally do whatever the fuck you want on stage,
Mm-hmm.
and there's probably a stage for it somewhere. Do you know what I mean? And then from like, I don't think I do drag like anyone out here.
Yeah.
But also like neither does Bianca, and neither did Rock, and neither do you. Like, there's a room like you can really individualize your shit out here. So yeah, I don't think it really does.
Where
actually,
do you feel like you're different from LA girls? Like there's a Bay Area flavor to you that the LA scene doesn't have?
Yeah, I'm not. I'm definitely different from LA.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I fit in with certain people. But yeah, I'm definitely not.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely not like LA. And LA's not that different. Like I said, they got the same
crunchy,
same sometimes crunchy AliExpress teas. Give you the good old bop 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 bop. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But like, I think what's different is like the culture, the personality, the way that we get along up here is way different from LA. Yeah.
Mark. Who else is on our live? Who can we pull a question out of?
We have a couple other questions.
Okay, great.
Work.
So B. Noel Thomas asked, Militia, where did you find the audition for Queen of the Universe? Did you need to audition?
I did. I did have to audition. Everyone has to audition. Like I was asked to do it, but I think honestly at one point, Cash Monet was like, "Oh, I was asked to audition for Queen of the Universe," and I was like, "Girl, you don't sing." But I think when it comes to singing drag, like there's not that many, so I think they were just asking anyone who ever did drag. But I've done Drag Race auditions forever. Can I say that? I'm pretty sure I can say that.
Yeah.
I've done Drag Race auditions forever. So they knew I sang through that. And so that I was asked to audition last year. Didn't get on. And then I did it this year and I got on. So yeah. But they post it on creative content on Instagram. If you go in my followers and type in creative content, they'll come up. They're the casting firm that books Drag Race and Queen of the Universe.
Work.
Yeah.
Are we allowed to know what your? Well, it doesn't even have to be this this particular show. But what are your audition songs? What do you sing? If someone like says, "I'll give you $1 million, sing your best song," like what's your audition song?
Oh, my go-to, especially in the Bay, was always "Who's Lovin' You" by the Jackson 5 and "Unchained Melody" by the Righteous Brothers. For some reason, people love to hear me sing some old-ass 60s shit. So that was my go-to. But other than that, I've done like, it's tired as fuck, but "If I Ain't Got You," "One Last Time," Ariana Grande. I've done, that one song by Ariana Grande, Jason's song. Pretty much anything with like a really strong melody or a shitty melody. Like I'm doing "Hard" tomorrow by Rihanna. Really no melody, but because of that, I can do whatever I want with it.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, basically either a power ballad or something that you can really interpret yourself.
Where? Next question.
Okay, Freddie asked.
Freddie.
Oh
my God.
Another Bay Area abandoner.
Yeah. East Bay Vicious.
Where to go?
House of Celeste.
So Freddie had two questions. First question: favorite music girly currently.
Favorite music girly currently. Okay, y'all. I don't really listen to like pop music like that. So if I were to talk about my favorites, it's Brandy Carlisle.
Have you ever done The Joke?
I've never done The Joke yet, but that's on my list of songs. That's on my. I've never done any Brandy Carlisle yet, but I have a couple on my list to get to. Leanne the Hobbits from the UK is really sickening. Ella Ear, Samara Joy, who just won Best New Artist. She's a jazz singer. That's my vein of music, so that's where I like to live. That, or I like Spanish music, so I'm into like Rosalia and Bad Bunny and the usual. Everyone loves it. Shakira is really big, or Karol G. Karol G, Becky G. Who's Becky G? That's the English. I always fuck them up.
I'm also really
but
bad.
She's the,
I don't know.
Sings
Becky
in English, right? And then Karol G is the one who sings in Spanish. That just came out the album. Karol G.
Producer, look it up. Thank you. Or someone in the live, tell us. Well, if you're asking me, I'm really into Jessie Ware right now.
Oh, Jessie Ware. I love British music. I really do love British music. They've been eating America down hard for a long time now.
Word. My funny thing about Jessie Ware is like she toured recently. She had like a few dates in Chicago, and I was like really jealous. I really wanted to go. It turned out she was the opener.
What?
Yeah, she wasn't even like the main artist. She was the opener. And guess for who? Whomst. Angel, whomst was it?
It was Harry Styles.
Ew.
Oh,
No.
It's weird. It's weird when the newer ones get the spot over the seniority or whatever. Especially since she's a better singer, just technically speaking.
And the music's better.
Yeah. Oh, for pop girlies though, Troye Sivan. I love Troye Sivan. That's my husband, y'all.
My husband
Period.
too.
Oh, and Doechii. Y'all, if y'all not into Doechii, it's a wrap. Like, who are you?
Oh my gosh.
Doechii.
What was it? The
I won a pageant
Billboard?
doing
The
Doechii.
Billboard? Yes, you did.
Mm-hmm.
You're totally crazy. I don't know what the lyrics are, but it's like, no, that's like in my head. You twirling those flags with Doechii.
Yeah,
Yes.
I love her.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, she looks sickening. And like, she performed in some awards show recently, Billboard or something.
Billboard Women in Music.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, iconic.
She's so sickening.
Good, sickening. And she was wearing like it looked like a Bob Mackie inspired.
Yeah,
kind of like
tease.
Yeah.
Ugh, so good. With the sloppy wig.
I love questions.
So all right.
Hit us with more.
Wait, did you say Freddie had two?
Yes, she did have two, so I'll get to the next one. But Sally Limon answered your query about Carol G versus Becky G.
It's Carol, right?
Becky G is from Inglewood. Carol G is Colombiana.
There we go. There we go. That's why I
Colombiana.
thought. Work.
Thank you, Sally.
I know she's from Inglewood, though. Works. Like.
Okay. Freddie's second question. Would you ever have drag kids?
Oh.
I'm going to say no. I have one technically.
They feel like shit right now.
No. I'll always claim her, but she did drag like one time. She's me and Betty's. Her name is Black Lavender Kush Scunt Towers pending. But she's probably not going to get Towers at this point. But she moved to Atlanta with her new husband. Atlanta?
Oh.
Something like that. So, like, I was down to be her mom, but she really didn't. She did it a couple of times and didn't really want to do it. So I was like, work. I love that for me. I don't see myself doing it. And just, I take it seriously from, like, a ballroom background. Like, if you're a house mom, you have to, like, actually be there and be a mom. And that's not my tease. I'm a sickening auntie. Mm-hmm. Like Ronnie was to me growing up. Like Ronnie's my auntie. So I'll do that. I'll like help you out. I'll give you a little pointer and backstage or send you my hand-me-downs and shit like that. But as far as raising you and teaching you things, no. Because no one did that for me. I don't think it's necessary, honestly. Yeah.
I didn't have a mom. I'm fine.
Period. Oh. Not the face.
Yeah, I know.
She's like, are you?
Okay, we're waiting for more questions to come in. But we had another comment that said, the Bay will be rooting for you. This was to...
oh, thank you.
Oh, of course.
Of the universe.
It's so sweet. I appreciate it.
And also that they love your Unchained melody.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. I mean, I associate that song with you. I love your
Do you really?
melody.
Oh,
yeah,
thank you.
I've heard you sing it too many times, but no.
Too many times, girl.
Yeah, but you sink your teeth into that song.
Thank you.
That's one of those singer songs, you know, like singers really get into it, but like when you have the chops like you do, it's just like it's magical.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I love that song.
Yeah, doing like the sexy ghost thing. Have you ever sang it while people did that?
I've never done that. I didn't even know it was in that movie. When I just wanted to sing it one day because I loved the song and I was listening to it and I was like, and probably no one's gonna know it. I really didn't think people knew it. Mm-hmm. But then everyone told me after the fact that it was in the Ghost movie. Yeah. It's been so many years since I've seen that. I had no idea.
Well, while we wait for some more questions to come in, Phoebe, what is your audition song?
My audition song, Unchained Melody. Just kidding. What would be my audition song? I haven't auditioned in a really long time. I did used to audition for musical theater a lot, so I would sing like Maria from West Side Story was one of my audition songs. In my rotation was Lost in the Wilderness. But if I was going to audition for something now, I would definitely sing like Used to Be Mine from Waitress. I'm still trying to like find out the right key for me because I really want to sing up here, but I can't sing there anymore. I don't know.
What's your range?
I typically sing T1, T2. I'm a belter. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, back in the day, I could do kind of like sing whatever Adele Dazeem was singing, but
oh no,
yeah. But these days, it's different for me. So, yeah.
I mean, yeah, your voices drop when you get older.
Voices drop when I get older. So I had surgery.
Oh, that
so,
too.
Yeah. So, my vocal cords kind of like, they're not like consistent. Like every once in a while, they'll like seize up. It kind of feels like I'm having like a cramp, but like on my neck. So, I mean, like that could happen to singers anyway. I think like that's, the art of like, the
body as an
the
instrument.
body. Yeah. But like nowadays it's just like it's touch and go for me sometimes. So getting high up there is a little harder, but like consistently staying up there. Mm-hmm. But I still enjoy it.
Do you do scales every day?
Exactly.
Do you?
In my car when I'm alone. I have a dog and a boyfriend, and they both don't like my scales, so I have to do it.
Oh no! Work. Yeah, I mean, yeah. How does that? Scales and long tones probably is the only way to really work through it.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of work, but where my voice was after surgery, like the first year and a half, I really couldn't sing. Like it was like frustrating.
Damn.
I remember like inviting everybody over to watch like Rent. And everyone was singing along except for me. And it was like one of the saddest things.
Oh,
it's not about me though. We're not gonna talk. But girl, I'm rooting for you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
That's the tea. We have the real voice in the house.
Oh, you're so sweet. I appreciate it. Oh, did you say something? I thought you were about to say something.
I just there's a vinyl of Whitney Houston behind you. Actually,
look at her.
She's been watching this whole time.
Does she change out from episode to episode?
She does. Last time it was Karen Carpenter, and she was haunting. We'll show you a picture. It's just like the album cover is just like kind of funny.
Okay, work. Big slay. Wait, who was the last one? Oh, it's not out yet.
It is out. It was Kachina.
Oh, okay, I watched that one.
Yeah,
I didn't even think to look down there. Big slay.
Yeah. It's an Easter egg.
Okay. Well, we'll take one more question, and then we'll just see you for like last thoughts.
Okay. Well, last question. If this is the last one. Oh, we have.
Is there multiple?
Two more questions.
Okay, work. Big slay.
So Foreskin Queen Sally Limon.
What? Oh my god.
Stalker. Oh my god. Do you have something better to do?
Oh my god.
And we touched on this earlier, but she's coming right out and asking the question. Militia, you are hilariously cunty on Twitter. You've had the girlies scrambling over Prince X pageant. From what you saw, who would have won?
Amora. From what? I'm not gonna say from what I saw, as if it's my opinion. From what was done on stage, Amora should have won. But again, judging is different based on what the judge particularly is going for. Mm-hmm. But for me, she didn't have clunky reveals. She didn't have bent boning. She performed the house down, blah, blah, blah. Her garments were polished, head to toe. Everything was thought about. And I just didn't see that from what I saw in Kai. But Kai won. So, because I wasn't there to judge. So, had I been there to judge, I think it could have been Amora. I don't know. I think me and the person who judges more favorably for certain types of drag would have maybe canceled each other out.
Was that our last question?
That was our last question.
Okay, well, don't worry about that. We're going to end it over here. This is going to be the end of the video. All right, so we spent a lot of time talking with this beautiful, gorgeous creature who is the moment. Any last thoughts? Do you have a show tomorrow? Do you want to? Well, the show will have already happened by the time this airs. That's tea, yeah. But tell us about it anyway. Tell us about reparations.
Oh, period. I'm at reparations tomorrow. So if you have a time machine, go on back over there to March.
People can go back and see it online. Yeah, go watch the episode.
I'm at reparations tomorrow at Oasis. Me and Freddie, who was just in here. So come see that. It's gonna be sickening. Us and Jax. Other than that, where am I at this weekend?
What's happening this summer?
This
Anything big?
summer, well, DragCon. If anyone's coming to DragCon, I'll be there.
Work.
I will also be stepping down for Drag Queen of the Year.
Oh, work! Oh my God,
weekend,
do you have your number?
I literally don't have it yet.
Oh, okay.
I haven't even thought about it because I've been busy with the show. But now that that's like out, I kind of
like now you can do it. Yeah.
I kind of have to figure it out soon.
Yep.
I mean, yeah. But anywho, yeah. Where else am I? I'm at Reparations. I'm at Jones for brunch on Sunday, and I'm going to do a little pop up at Beau on Sunday night. So
how long are you in town for?
Till Sunday night.
Till Sunday.
I
wow.
leave, I'm gonna go back to my mom's house and then probably leave in the morning.
Work.
Yeah.
And that's it from me. I mean, do everything else I told you at the beginning of the video. Subscribe to the Patreon. I have my link tree up, so if you can find me on all social medias. Subscribe to me on YouTube. That's an important one. TikTok, I need help. Look at my videos. They're hella stupid and dumb. Shout out to Anthony, who's managing my TikTok for me. Not because I don't have the time to do it myself. Well, that's true. I don't. Wow. But he's the only person that has access to it. So thank you so much for doing that for me, Anthony. Anything else I'm forgetting, Angel?
Did you say K-Cole? I don't know.
Oh yeah, K-Cole on the 21st. This episode will air by the time. Yeah. So. Oh, but I mean, people in the live. Yeah. Go to K-Cole. Mama Celeste is in it. Milky Finish, Translucent. Oh my God, Eris Throttle. It's going to be a fucking key. So go out, have some beer, and I'll be there out of drag, maybe doing something with Mama Celeste. So not fucking her. But I was like, I knew where your mind went. Okay. Work. Okay. All right. Thank you. Bye. In my crumble opinion.